And now, cutting through your typical media nonsense and offering you a rational and unbiased perspective on current events and life in Tampa Bay. He's a successful entrepreneur, published author, top listing agent, a real estate and finance expert that goes to bat for you every day as a consumer advocate. Your host and the consumer quarterback, Brandon Rimes.
All right. Thank you so much for joining us here on the Consumer Quarterback Show, always helping you win as a consumer advocate, making you more street smart here as well. And, of course, powered by the Platinum MVP team at Keller Williams Realty. As you know, my wife Lindsay and I own a top 100 ranked real estate team, Keller Williams Realty, always helping our sellers sell faster for more money, helping our buyers negotiate a heck of a deal, and also helping you buy vacant land as well. So you're buying vacant land, commercial properties, residential. We can help you there as well. We got a party coming up as well. You're invited to our next party. That's one of the things different about our show. We invite you to a party, and it's a free event, Dave. It's a free event, man.
Every month, it's a free event.
Get out there.
This time, it's going to be the Thursday, just before the 4th of July. Thursday, July 3rd, 6 p.m. till 8:30 p.m. It is for the Independence Day theme, so come wearing your red, white, and or blue clothing, of course. And this one's going to be at the Crown and Bull again. Had a great time last time. It's the first room as soon as you walk into the front, right in the heart of downtown Dunedin. 319 Main Street. Lots of parking in the back. Of course, the ambiance is fantastic. Appetizers are being covered by the MVP Platinum team, and always a good time to come on down, talk to the other show experts, do some networking, and get your questions answered.
Yeah, come on out, network, kick off your Independence Day weekend at our party, our gratitude party, the Business Mixer Client Appreciation Party, Crown and Bull, going to be Thursday the 3rd. Come on out, 6 o'clock, and we hope to see you there. It's going to be a good time. All right, a couple of hot listings. We'll jump into it. We've got Jennifer Lauda joining us in studio here. Blue Moon Estate Sales of Pinellas County. They also have the Blue Moon store as well at 1479 South Belcher, right there in Largo. Great opportunity to support the local economy, support a local business owner, and have some fun. We'll talk about some of the fun stuff that she brings in there. Estate sales, you never know what you're going to get. It's almost like a how would you describe that, right? I mean, you never know. Like you're seeing all kinds. Treasure hunt. There you go.
It's a treasure hunt every week.
That's the best way to describe it. Absolutely. All right. So more from Jennifer coming up here. Check her out online, by the way, bluemoonestatesales.com. And later on, we're going to have Andrew Kube, U.S. Commercial and Business Capital. He is a wealth of knowledge for all things business loans, business capital, buying commercial buildings, how to qualify, 100% financing available. A lot of people don't realize that. 100% financing available. Plus, you can buy additional, let's say you're a tow truck company. You need 2 or 3 extra tow trucks. Okay, great. We'll give you some working capital for that. Let's say you're, any other type of business, you have capital expenditures. So, and by the way, what's in the big, beautiful bill? 100% bonus depreciation, meaning if I go out and I buy a new jet, which I'm thinking about, Dave. I don't believe it. Let's see. Maybe we get a QB show, quarterback show jet. What do you think? Right on the side, quarterback show? That'd be cool.
With your face right on the side.
Yeah. Put the logo on. But, hey, look, any business, if you go out and make a capital expenditure, something like that, a tow truck, a jet, whatever it might be, you're getting 100% bonus depreciation, meaning that first year you're writing that full amount off. Used to be you'd have to take over several years, or even sometimes real estate, certain businesses, you're going to have 30-year depreciation. No, this is in the first year. So a lot of good things happening for business owners. Also, the business rent tax was just eliminated. This is from the Florida State Legislature. The elimination of the business rent tax. House Bill 7031 includes a complete elimination of BRT, business rent tax, which represents an additional $90 million in tax relief for businesses throughout Florida. So a lot of good things to look at. And if you haven't investigated these ideas, reach out. We'd love to talk to you. 813-917-1894, consumerqb.com. 813-917-1894, consumerqb.com. Maybe you're considering an estate sale, or you just want to check out the Blue Moon store at 1479 South Belcher. All right, a couple of hot listings. We'll get right back to it. We got a listing here at 3308 Landing Place. This is a gorgeous Cobb's Landing Palm Harbor, Florida listing just at $909. We just did a major price improvement on it as well. I think we dropped it around $30,000. 3308 Landing Place, Palm Harbor. This is in a private community, Cobb's Landing. 3 bedrooms plus an office, 3.5 bath, 2-car garage, 3,000 plus square feet, over a third of an acre of land on the lot size. And you have a private pool, outdoor entertainment area, private marina, boat slips. You have access to Lake Tarpon. You have a gated tennis courts, basketball courts as well. And that's a ramp that you can load your boat in there, drop your boat down in there into Lake Tarpon, go fishing for the day. Maybe you're going to cruise over. It's all about lifestyle, right? When you're thinking about real estate. So maybe you drop the boat in and you cruise over to the Tarpon Turtle, have some lunch, have some dinner, and have a lot of fun there. Waterfront park, playground, and scenic walking trails. Check out 3308 Landing Place, Palm Harbor, Florida. Great opportunity to buy real estate. All right, 221 Howard Drive. Beautiful $1 million listing, multi-million-dollar listing here from Aaron on our team. $2.599 million. Major price improvement here as well. 5 bedrooms, 3 bath, 3,500 square feet. Exclusive Bel Air Beach location. Gorgeous 3-island kitchen with Thermador appliances. 100 feet of water frontage. You have historic downtown or Howard Drive that boasts one of the highest land elevations in the area. And you're 1 block to the beach access. You can see all of our real estate listings at platinummvpteam.kw.com.
And yeah, I'm raising my glass to those saving our ass overseas.
All right, we got Jennifer Lauda back in studio, everybody. Welcome back in, Jennifer.
Thank you, Brandon. Always fun, and it's nice and cool today in here. I love it.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah.
Good job. Good job, Todd.
Big difference from outside.
Yeah. So what's new in the world of estate sales? What are you seeing out there?
Something we've been busy. We've been busy since the start of the year. Thank God I'm actually relieved to have a week off, and we're off next week for the 4th of July too. Nobody wants to have an estate sale on the long weekend. So I'm enjoying a little bit of time off and spending some time at my store. But one of the things I've been dealing with a lot at estate sales is the HOA. And you always ask me, what are some of the things that you come across during estate sale land. I've been spending a lot of time talking with HOAs because, sometimes the HOAs get a little bit upset when you do an estate sale in their neighborhood. Sometimes the neighbors get upset with parking and traffic and things like that. So the message that I had for today is if you live in a community that has an HOA, you might want to talk to the HOA first before calling the estate sale company. I will always ask during the consultation, is there an HOA and do they have any rules that they want us to follow? Because I only know how to follow the rules when I know what the rules are. So sometimes they want you to get a parking permit or, put up signs that say don't park on this side of the street to let the traffic flow. Emergency vehicles need to be able to get through and neighbors need to be able to get in and out of their homes. So if they know we're coming, if they know we're there, they can tell us what to do in order to be successful, and they can give us some kind of guidelines on what times are best to do the sale, what days of the week, and all that stuff. So it's always important to communicate with your community, make sure the neighbors know that the estate sale is going to be there, and it just makes things go a little bit smoother.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's, it's a challenging time for, real estate, estate sales. It's kind of similar when you think about open houses, right? Yeah. So I was sitting at a red light the other day, and I had the code enforcement guy, he had a badge on his belt, and he walks up. Yeah. And he pulls out, it was one of your competitors, an estate sale sign. And I had to drop the window. And I asked him, I said, hey, man, do you have to take this, this is a small business. Yeah. They're obviously running an estate sale right now. The arrow's pointing down. Oh yeah, I have to. It's blah blah blah. I said, well, I just wanted you to consider. It's it's a small business, just like us with our open house signs. I own a real estate company here. I said, we put out open house signs. We pick them back up after the open house, and I'm sure the estate sale companies do.
Sure do.
So I had to give him a little hard time.
I said, did they end up getting their sign back?
Oh, I don't know. He took it. He took it out.
So they go missing a lot. It's one of the things I'm constantly replacing. Those signs.
Took it. Yeah, same with us. Yeah. And I just said, look, I know it's not you, but that's some feedback. We're small businesses too. The economy's not 1,000% like it was at one time. Right. We're getting back there, but it's not there yet. And I said, every little bit helps. So when you pull our signs up, so anyways, that's a little bunny trail there to go down. But but I get it. Yeah, you got to work with the HOAs when you're doing an estate sale. We're talking with Jennifer Lauda here, Blue Moon Estate Sales of Pinellas County. Support the local economy. And if there's anything more local, I can't think of much more local than an estate sale, right?
That's right. Yeah, you and the homeowner, you know, they anticipate the neighbors coming in. They know their next door neighbors are going to come and rummage through their things. It's part of the process. And, you know, everybody's like, oh my gosh, I'm so embarrassed. My neighbors are going to see my house and all that stuff inside it. But that's who's going to buy the stuff normally, you know, is the neighbor who's going to have a same floor plan, and they're going to see your table in their living room. They're going to kind of visualize it, and it might just fit perfectly because they have the exact same floor plan.
Heck yeah.
And it's easy to get it there. They'll bring their own dolly and roll it across the street.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, it's a little lighter on the delivery fee.
Exactly, yeah.
Get the kid, get his golf cart over here. Get the kid's golf cart and we'll load it up.
Yeah, yeah. And neighbors show up with their whole families, and everybody on the street knows each other. You know, it's a big social event, the estate sales.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I can see that. Yeah, and let's go into some of the interesting finds that you've had over the years. It's always fun to talk about that.
Yeah, we've been finding some really interesting things. Lately, we've been seeing a lot of sports equipment, sports memorabilia, things like that. Some jewelry. We've come across some really nice gold and sterling silver. And some people know if you go to an estate sale, we don't price it at full cost. We price it with, they call it a little meat on the bone. So if you come and buy it from us, there's some meat on the bone there for the reseller. So always look at the pictures. Yeah, there's some nice stuff, nice clothes, designer perfumes, handbags, shoes. I know you're looking for a story like the one I shared a couple months ago with the mannequin we found.
Yeah, wait for that one.
But nothing quite. That's going to be a really unique one. Obviously, Blue Moon Estate Sales is a franchise. We have a franchise group on Facebook, and other franchise owners share stories. And somebody posted the other day that they wanted the estate sale company to watch out for mom, meaning mom's remains. They had misplaced her in the house somewhere, so they were waiting for the estate sale company. We go through everything. As much as the family goes through stuff, there's always things that we find in addition to. You can't possibly see everything. So they lost mom's remains, and they
Home Alone.
and you know, the franchise owner never updated to say if they found the remains or not. Now that I'm thinking about it, I just might comment on that and say, you know, did mom turn up or not? But I've come across pet remains and things like that, but I've never been asked to, you know, find mom.
Hopefully they weren't by the barbecue grill. Hopefully not. I don't know. Jennifer Lauda here on the Consumer Quarterback Show. BlueMoonEstateSales.com. When they go to that website, what can they expect there? They got a full lots of resources on that website. Yeah,
on the website you can see, first of all, you'll see our upcoming sales. I always post our sales a week or two in advance with all of the pictures of what we have. You'll see
those are cool.
Yeah, these are our upcoming local sales. Oh, by the way, we're a franchise. I'm the Pinellas County and South Pasco County franchise owner. There is a franchise owner in South Central Tampa, and then there's a franchise owner in East and North Tampa. So between the three of us, we work together. We cover the whole area. If you call me and you're looking for a sale in Tampa, I'll refer you to the Tampa owner. If you call them, they'll refer you back to us. So between the three of us, we have the whole area covered. But you'll also find our landing page. You can submit an inquiry, give us a call, and we can come and do a consultation. But you'll see a bio of me and learn a little bit about me and my team and things like that. So check out the BlueMoonEstateSales.com website. If you are local and you need a sale outside of the area, you can connect there as well, because we're a national franchise. So through the Blue Moon website, you can find someone to help you with a sale in Texas or California or wherever you need this sale.
That's great. Yeah, it's great to have that in your organization. Like Keller Williams Realty, similar. We can get paid on referrals in Georgia or California, so it's very similar to that as well. So it's a good way to get a house ready to sell. Yeah. We see that a lot, right? Yeah. I'm actually really proud of myself. This past weekend, I had a sale in Newport Richey, and this is the first time ever in 3 years where I sold every piece of furniture in that house. Nice. All of the beds, all of the tables, the dining room table, which is really rare, the sofas, the rugs, it all sold. The house is closing tomorrow, so we finished the sale yesterday.
We finished the sale Sunday. People picked up their purchases by Monday. Now the house is empty. They're ready to close on Wednesday.
Very cool.
Yeah.
All right, good stuff. All right, Jennifer Lauda, again, you're supporting the local economy by supporting Jennifer's company, Blue Moon Estate Sales of Pinellas County, bluemoonestatesales.com, longtime friend of the Consumer Quarterback Show. Quick break, right back, more with her, as well as some local area stats. I got the latest real estate stats right here. We're going to go over those next with you here on the Consumer Quarterback Show. Follow us online. We'd love to connect with you, and we'll follow you back as well at Brandon Rimes 1 at CQB Show. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel, Rumble channel out there, up 700% on our views. So we really appreciate that. And we put a lot of great video content out there as well. You can see all of our expert contributors and previous shows at consumerqb.com.
Thanks for listening to my daddy's show. Please make sure to send him all of your real estate deals and subscribe to the Consumer Quarterback Show podcast on iTunes and Spotify, or check out our YouTube channel. Have a blessed day.
To get in touch with Brandon, call 813-917-1894. Online at consumerqb.com.
Did you know that we buy houses cash? We can close quickly for a all-cash offer on your real estate properties, residential, commercial, even vacant land. We'll buy your property cash. No cleanings, no showings, and no hassles. You can even possibly stay in your home post-closing. Call Brandon at 813-917-1894. Submit the email at consumerqb.com or call 813-917-1894. consumerqb.com. We buy houses cash and fast. Attention business owners, did you know we have 100% financing options available? Our no money down program offers 100% financing for business owners. If you are currently leasing your commercial space, you can purchase real estate for no money down. Additionally, the program offers money for working capital, equipment, and business fixtures. You can even pay off current business debt. Reach out at 813-917-1894. Call or text 813-917-1894. brimes at kw.com. And that is our 100% financing, no money down program for business owners. We would love to help you buying, selling, or investing in real estate. 813-917-1894. brimes at kw.com. Ours Creole Smokehouse, the official Pinellas County restaurant partner of the Consumer Quarterback Show. Say hello to Doug Clark, chef and owner Doug Clark, 310 East Tarpon Avenue, Tarpon Springs, ourscreole.com. Ours Creole Smokehouse, 310 East Tarpon Avenue, Tarpon Springs, ourscreole.com. Excellent food, wonderful ambiance. Say hello to our friend Doug Clark. If you're facing an insurance claim, don't just trust the insurance company to have your best interests at heart. This is Brandon Rimes, Consumer Quarterback Show. Reach out to rightwaypa.com, our friend Derek Coble at rightwaypa.com. Looking to level up your sales game? With 20 plus years of coaching experience spanning across several industries, Lindsay Rimes helps everyone from entry-level reps to seasoned business owners boost sales, improve work-life balance, and retain top talent with customized options catered to personal, group, or corporate settings. Brandon and Lindsay Rimes offer training on negotiation strategy, business development, and more. Let's grow your business together. Call 813-917-1894. That's 813-917-1894. Submit an email at consumerqb.com.
You're listening to The Consumer Quarterback, Brandon Rimes. Online at consumerqb.com. Brandon is Tampa Bay's #1 consumer advocate for real estate and financial advice. Call Brandon today at 813-917-1894.
All right, welcome back. Brandon Rimes here in studio with Jennifer Lauda, Blue Moon Estate Sales of Pinellas County, a longtime friend of the show. Support the local economy by supporting the Consumer Quarterback Show and our expert contributors, bluemoonestatesales.com, and doing local estate sales here in Tampa Bay, of course. So we would love for you to support her. All right, a couple of hot listings. We'll jump right back into it. I'm gonna give you the latest real estate stats as well for Hillsborough County. I'm talking about the 25th largest county in the country, and it's the 4th largest in the state of Florida. Some good stuff. Also, 430,800 jobs added in the first quarter of this year, says the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics. So, job growth happening. Hopefully the Fed will start reducing rates, and we can bring down that lending rate and get a little bit of boom going on in the real estate market again. But we'll jump into that here in just a minute. Before we do, a couple of hot listings. We always feature our properties on air, and our strategy works. 9594 Southeast Merricamp Road. This one's in Ocala. What we've got here is a commercial property. This is a business for sale as well. So we're helping you sell residential, vacant land, commercial properties, and we're featuring them on air. So you got 5,725 square foot industrial building here. It's a great opportunity. This is currently operating as a thriving hardware store, lucrative income streams there as well, multiple income streams coming in. You have almost an acre of land, private office, kitchen, conference room, seller financing available, and you have got multiple income generating opportunities already on this property. Great opportunity to buy real estate there. All right, South Taylor Road. We got some vacant land. Buy some dirt over here in East Hillsborough County. This one's out in Seffner, Florida. 2.5 acres of land, high and dry, per the owner. It's high and dry. South Taylor Road, Seffner. Zoning is set up for duplexes. Great opportunity to buy real estate out here in East Hillsborough County. Hillsborough County, Seffner, Florida. Close to I-4, close to 75. You can see all of our real estate listings, PlatinumMVPteam.kw.com.
This is God's country.
All right, let's look at some real estate stats here. Hillsborough County, you got 7,000 active listings right now throughout Hillsborough County. 1,817 of those sold. That gives us a 26% absorption rate for Hillsborough County, and this is non-distressed. This is excluding REOs and short sales, which you see very little of that anyways. You have a 4-month supply of inventory, so that's sitting right on the bonus, kind of the edge of a seller's market. So it's really kind of moving into a balanced market, which is good. You have balanced inventory, balanced market for buyers and sellers out there. So it's a great opportunity, great time. Right now, what we're seeing is days on market are up. It's taking longer to sell. You're seeing record number of price drops, price improvements. Prices are coming down in terms of, if it's on the market too long. Now, some properties will come out and they'll be listed right. They'll sell within the first week or two. That's the way you want to do it. You want to hit that market right. So it's all about pricing. It's about negotiation, of course. But buyers are able to get deals right now as well. Concessions, seller concessions paid for, closing costs and repairs, things like that. All right, we got Jennifer Lauda in studio with us. Blue Moon Estate Sales. Final thought. What else are you seeing out there? Estate sales, and also let's talk about the Blue Moon store. That's really cool. 1479 South Belcher in Largo.
Yeah, definitely come on by the store. We got lots of great stuff. We're bringing in new inventory every day, so really fresh stuff, and we got great sales all the time as well. We're always doing discounts and things like that, and our prices are negotiable too, so if you don't love our price, suggest your own. We'll probably say yes.
There you go.
But yeah, one takeaway is the summer can be a little bit slow for estate sales, but that doesn't mean it's not a great time to have one. There's still a lot of people in town, a lot of shoppers. People are still out there spending money, so if it's a good time for you to downsize, go ahead and give us a call, and we get you on our calendar. Don't worry about the rain. We're usually out of there before the rain starts. Rain usually starts 3 or 4 o'clock. We're done by 2. So
yeah, that afternoon pattern.
Yeah, so we get it in and out in the morning before the rain starts, and we can handle your sale, big or small. Give us a call. We'll do a good sale for you.
Question for you. And if I'm selling a one-off couple of items, this and that, can I bring them to your store and you sell them for me?
Yeah, that's exactly right. Bring it to the store. If it's something where we want to do a consignment, we'll pay you after it sells. If you want to just get rid of it and sell it to us, we'll do a buyout. We'll offer you some cash right there on the spot.
Nice. I like it. All right, good stuff. Jennifer Lauda, Blue Moon Estate Sales of Pinellas County, bluemoonestatesales.com. You can find her online. She's got her Facebook, she's got her Instagram, she's got a LinkedIn and a YouTube. And you'll be seeing a lot of shorts coming out as well, short clips, videos on our YouTube channel from this very interview as well. Nice. So go to our YouTube channel to see a lot of views. Getting a lot of views on there, Dave. What are we up? What was it, 107% or something? 170%?
114% of last week. So we got about another 16,000 views since last week.
And Q4 to Q1, 700% increase. So we're getting a lot of views. We appreciate everybody supporting the show, supporting Jennifer's business, Blue Moon Estate Sales of Pinellas County. Thanks for coming in.
You are welcome.
All right, quick break, right back. Andrew Kube, 100% financing for business owners. We're going to talk with him and a little bit more about the economy coming up.
Hey, this is Grant Cardone, and you're listening to Consumer Quarterback Show, hosted by my friend Brandon Rimes. Do not touch that dial. I'll come right through the radio and grab your throat.
To get in touch with Brandon, call 813-917-1894. Online at consumerqb.com. You're listening to the Consumer Quarterback, Brandon Rimes, cutting through your typical media nonsense and offering you a rational and unbiased perspective on current events and life in Tampa Bay. Online at consumerqb.com.
All right, welcome back. Brandon Rimes here, Consumer Quarterback Show. We're going to talk with Andrew Kube here in just a moment, U.S. Commercial and Business Capital. And I got to tell you, he is a wealth of knowledge when it comes to business financing, buying commercial properties, SBA loans. He's the guy you want to talk to about working capital for your business, 100% financing for business owners. We're going to touch base with him here in just a minute. Andrew Kube, longtime friend of the Consumer Quarterback Show, uscbcapital.com. Coming up here in just a moment. Before we do, a quick shout out to our friend Anthony over at American Gutter Solutions. I got to tell you, man, he did a great job on my home. We had just a little bit of hurricane kind of looming damage from last season, and we finally got around to getting the gutter and the downspout fixed. But reach out to him. He's American Gutter Solutions, commercial and residential. American Gutter Solutions. He's on Facebook, I believe. Veteran and first responders discount, seamless gutters, gutter guards, and he can help you with all of that type of thing happening on your property, putting in a new system maybe as well. A couple of hot listings here, then we'll jump right into it. We always like to feature our real estate listings live on air. It's a strategy that works and helps us sell our listings faster for more money, maximizing the exposure and the profit on the sale of our real estate listings, helping you sell faster for more money with less headaches. 5274 Miller Bayou Drive, Port Richey, Florida. We got some land for sale here. This is a quarter-acre lot. It's a great opportunity because you have water on two sides, and you are close to Martha's Vineyard. That's right, Martha's Vineyard, not the one in the northeast. This is the one down south. Quarter-acre lot, 5274 Miller Bayou Drive, Port Richey, Florida. Direct access to the bayou and Gulf of America. Almost said Mexico. All right, 1161 Rio de Janeiro. Rio de Janeiro, another property here. This is in Charlotte County. This is Punta Gorda, Florida. 4-bedroom, 3-bath, 2,574 square feet, quarter-acre lot. And you have a great opportunity to buy real estate down here. You got a pool, screened-in lanai, brick pavers on the back, lighter color kitchen cabinetry, and some granite countertops there, stainless steel appliances. And this is the highly sought-after Deep Creek community with minimal HOA fees. 1161 Rio de Janeiro, Punta Gorda, Florida. You can see all of our listings, platinummvpteam.kw.com. All right, we got Andrew Kube back on the Consumer Quarterback Show. Andrew, what are you seeing out there, my friend?
Hey, Brandon, great to be on again.
Yeah, man, I'm hearing a lot about flipping businesses, man. I keep seeing videos on the line there as they said in that one row, the internet there. Gray tsunami. You keep hearing these terms, people flipping businesses, buying businesses. There's a lot to be had out there, isn't it?
Absolutely. That's one of the things that we do at U.S. Commercial and Business Capital is help people purchase businesses. And so, what we do is we look at that business that you're looking to purchase. We're looking at that net profit, and determining what that business is actually worth on paper to help our clients get financing. Yeah,
and there's a kind of a growing interest around the baby boomers, right? They're the gray tsunami, they call it. So they're gray hair reference there, but they're retiring. They're getting out of the business, whatever business they've been in practically their whole life in a lot of cases, and they want to get out of that business. And they're saying, hey, look, they're willing to sell these businesses. Their kids don't want them. A lot of times, their kids or family do not want to take over those businesses. So it opens up an opportunity. I'm saying, there's an opportunity out there to explore what types of businesses. And I think the more that you can line that up with your skill set and your natural gravity towards, attraction, what you're attracted to business-wise, it just makes a lot of sense to maybe look at that.
Yeah, I mean, you'll see a lot of people that get out of corporate America and instead of starting a business from scratch, they'll buy a business that they have some knowledge about that industry to, not only buy the business and that's profitable, that looks good on paper, but they're able to use their experience to kind of take that business to the next level.
Yep.
And so it's a great way to if you're tired of working for someone else and you want to work for yourself, but you want to buy something that's already been established, already has a name, already has clients, and it's a good way to get into owning a business.
Yeah, and I'm hearing more too about people just flipping the business. Adding some value, maybe streamlining some of the systems, taking a look at what technology is involved, and maybe improving the technology, improving the personnel, and then flipping that business, 3, 6, 12 months down the road, for a good profit. I'm hearing more and more.
Yeah,
stories about that.
It's a great strategy. It really is. We've had some, I probably helped, not only the business owners that are looking to sell their business, but also the buyers for those businesses. And, I work with business brokers all around the country in different markets, and the buyers are interested in different types of businesses where they might have a specialty, and they're able to go in, able to you're right, add systems, add people that might be more effective, and turn around within 12 months and be able to sell that business for a profit. So it's almost like the guys and gals that are flipping properties where there's a value add where they go in and put some TLC and some money into it. Now that property is worth more. Same thing with the business, same strategy.
Yeah, I love that. And if you just joined us, we're talking with Andrew Kube, U.S. Commercial and Business Capital, here on the Consumer Quarterback Show. His website, uscbcapital.com. That's U.S. Commercial and Business Capital, uscbcapital.com. Also got a Facebook page there as well with the same. But yeah, I love the idea, and walk us through a scenario, because Andrew, I try to explain this program to people, and I talked to. I had lunch today or this past week with a celebrity chef. She was down from New York, hanging out with a mutual friend, and I was explaining to them, hey, you got to learn about these programs, because 100% finance. Whenever I tell people, about this program, and I know just enough to kind of get to the next level here, but when you think about 100% financing, the ability to pay off debt, the ability to pay off or to buy, extend your business with working capital, or buy inventory, or a tow truck example that you give them before. Walk us through that scenario, Andrew.
So we'll flip the switch to, if you're a business owner out there and you're currently leasing the property for your business, there's a program, I call it the rent replacement program, that about 5 banks in the country, they help clients out with this program. And so what we're doing is we're taking businesses that have been in business for at least 2 years, that have been renting for at least a year, and that show a profit on their tax returns. And what we do is we take that, we basically look at that business's profit, as well as we add back any yearly rents that might come into it, and then we're able to provide that business owner with money to purchase real estate, pay off any high interest rate business debt, get working capital, and any rehab to the property that they're buying. So, quick example: let's say you're a business owner out there, and your business makes $1 million a year. You write off $900,000 in deductions, and you're showing the IRS that you make $100,000. Then what we do is we have add backs, like maybe your business had one-time business expenses or depreciation, but in this example, you're just showing $100,000. Then what we do is we say, okay, well, the rent's going away. How much does this business owner pay in rent a month? In this example, they're paying $5,000 a month to $60,000 a year. So now when we go to qualify them, we're using $160,000 as their income. And we take that $160,000 and we multiply that times 8.5 times. So if you have 160,000 times 8.5 equals 1.36 million. So in that scenario, that business owner qualifies for a $1.36 million loan for no money down. If they find a property, let's say, to buy for $1 million, now they have $360,000 left to grow their business. They can pay off high interest rate business debt in that 360. They can get cash. Maybe they're growing and they have to hire new employees. They can get money to cover the employees' pay for 3 to 6 months. Any rehab to the property or any equipment, vehicles, whatever you need for your business. And so that's how the program works. It goes up to $5 million. And if you look at all of the commercial real estate in the Tampa Bay area, most of it sits in the owner-user space, the owner-occupied, in your retail, your industrial, your healthcare, your office, small office, sports and rec, any place that you can put a business in. So there's real estate out there, and if you are a small business owner and you're looking to grow your business, Brandon, you can help them find real estate for their business that's going to suit their need to grow. But everybody's got $5 million out there through the SBA, and a lot of business owners don't even know that. So if you have a vision, if you have a plan for growth, U.S. Commercial and Business Capital can help you get the cheapest money for your project.
Yeah, that's right, man. It's a great opportunity, and this program works. And I just think if we had the awareness, if more people knew about it, so that's where I want to ask you, our listener, our audience, our viewers, to share that with your friend that owns a business. They own a yoga studio, a small business of any type. They own different types of lawn care, maybe whatever business it is. And if they own a building or if they're renting a building, let's get them into ownership. And it's interesting too, Andrew. I'm reading a story here from the Gateway Pundit. It says Governor DeSantis unleashes on property taxes, call for complete abolition. This is from today. This just came out. He's intensified his crusade against to abolish property taxes, vowing to end the rent that homeowners pay to local governments. It says DeSantis didn't hold back. He's talking about how they're going to do that. The big question is, how are you going to do that? How are you going to in a situation where you have to pay for ambulances and schools and other services? Where would the money come from? I think that's the big question that comes up. Have you heard about that at all, Andrew? Have you seen or heard that?
No, I haven't heard it. But it's an easy sell for me to go to a business owner and say, hey, you're paying, $10,000 a month as an example. You pay out $120,000 a year. You've been there for 5 years. You paid out $600,000 to someone else's mortgage. Doesn't it make more sense to put that money back in your pocket? I mean, the way that I look at that, that's a $1.2 million swing. Your landlord's getting a tax write-off, and then you're 55 years old. What's the plan? Like, what are you going to do in 10 years? 80% of all business owners shut their business down at the age of retirement. 20% either sell or leave it to a family member as a legacy. But by owning that real estate, you're setting up yourself to leave a better legacy for your children. You're setting yourself up to sell your business one day. I mean, I'm a small business owner. We put, 40, 80 hours a week in our business, and we do it for a lot of years. And what's the end game? So, that's what my mission is to help. One of my missions is to kind of show business owners that, hey, what's the end game? What's the plan? Let's get a plan together so you can sell your business one day. And so that's that's what my mission is for me to help business owners realize that, understand how that works, and then back to buying a business. If you're out buying a business, if somebody comes to me and says, Andrew, I want to buy this business for $1 million, my first question is, does it come with real estate? If the answer is no, that $1 million is on a 10-year amortization. So it's always smarter when they're buying a business to buy it with real estate, because then that loan is on a 25-year amortization.
Yeah.
And,
big deal.
Yeah, it's a huge difference. So, anything that we can do at U.S. Commercial and Business Capital, if you're out there listening and you're a business owner, please don't hesitate to reach out to the show, reach out to Brandon, reach out to U.S. Commercial and Business Capital, and let us help you find the money to be able to grow your business, to leave more of a legacy, or be able to sell that business one day.
Yeah, reach out to the hotline, 813-917-1894. Just call or text that line, 813-917-1894. Business owners, 100% financing, rent replacement program, and it's a great opportunity to at least get the ball started, get the ball started there, and see, hey, what could I qualify for? Andrew, give me those statistics one more time. You said about baby boomers. There was certain percentages of people that they own this business for all these years, put all this money into it, but then they don't really have anything really solid to sell other than maybe a client list if they don't.
Yeah,
own it.
80% of all small businesses at the age of retirement, the business shuts down.
Wow.
20% of all businesses sell their business or leave it to a family member, as a legacy. But yeah, by owning that real estate, you're opening up yourself to be able to sell your business one day, sell the real estate, or maybe sell the business and rent the real estate out.
Yeah.
It just gives you so many different options to be able to, have another tool for retirement.
I love that. All right. Thanks a lot, Andrew. That's great stuff there. Andrew Kube, U.S. Commercial and Business Capital, uscbcapital.com, U.S. Commercial and Business Capital. That's uscbcapital.com. Thanks for calling in. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Brandon. Great to be here.
All right. Yeah. All right. Good stuff. Quick break. Right back. I've got more clips I want to play. Local real estate market, local real estate stats to finish up here strong on the Consumer Quarterback Show, consumerqb.com.
This is Warwick Dunn, and you're listening to the Real Estate Quarterback Show hosted by my man, Brandon Rimes.
To get in touch with Brandon, call 813-917-1894. Online at consumerqb.com.
AmericaFirstPatriotStore.com for all of your non-woke, American-made products. American values, Christian, conservative American values. Say hello to my business partner, Jim McCune at AmericaFirstPatriotStore.com. David Reynolds Jewelry and Coin.com. Say hello to Shane Socash, longtime friend of the Consumer Quarterback Show, 4009 Central Avenue, St. Petersburg. Online at David Reynolds Jewelry and Coin.com for all of your precious metals and jewelry design. David Reynolds Jewelry and Coin.com. Blue Moon Estate Sales of Pinellas County for all of your estate sale needs. BlueMoonEstateSales.com. Reach out to Jennifer. Tell her you heard about her here on the Consumer Quarterback Show. BlueMoonEstateSales.com. And stop by their store, the Blue Moon Store, at 1479 South Belcher in Largo. 1479 South Belcher in Largo. And that's BlueMoonEstateSales.com. Hey, Brandon Rimes here for Jason Coble, owner of Coble Law. Coble Law has been handling injury cases in Tampa for the past 14 years and has a specialized approach focused on limiting client cost and maximizing client profit. TampaWorkCompLaw.com. TampaWorkCompLaw.com. Jason Coble, longtime friend of the Consumer Quarterback Show, personal injury law, and work comp law. Selling commercial, vacant land, or residential properties? Don't leave money on the table. List with the Platinum MVP team at Keller Williams Realty. I'm Brandon Rimes. You can reach me at 813-917-1894. Call or text 813-917-1894. Online at consumerqb.com. That's consumerqb, like quarterback.com. Buying, selling, investing, or refinancing? We would love to talk to you. Thank you so much and have a blessed day.
You're listening to The Consumer Quarterback, Brandon Rimes. Online at consumerqb.com. Brandon is Tampa Bay's #1 consumer advocate for real estate and financial advice. Call Brandon today at 813-917-1894.
All right, welcome back. Brandon Rimes here. Consumer Quarterback Show. We're powered by the Platinum MVP team at Keller Williams Realty. And we always like to feature our real estate properties on air. It helps our sellers sell faster for more money with less headaches. 2547 Lexington Oak Drive in Brandon. We got a beautiful townhome available. This is gorgeous. It's clean. It's staged. It is just an amazing value. This has got to be the best priced townhome in Brandon, Florida. 3-bedroom, 3.5 bath, 1-car garage. 1917 square foot new flooring. I mean, it shows like a model, and it's got an EV charger in the garage. Great opportunity there. as well. All right, and then also one of my favorite listings, 3308 Landing Place. This one's in Cobb's Landing, Palm Harbor. We just did a major price improvement, and this is a gorgeous home, now listed at $909. This is 3 bedrooms plus an office, 3.5 bath, 2-car garage, 3,000 square feet, over a third of an acre. You got a ground level master bedroom, private pool, private marina, gated tennis and basketball courts, waterfront park, and a playground, scenic walking trails as well. You can see all of our listings, platinum MVP team.kw.com. All right, I'm just going to play a clip here, updated clip from Governor DeSantis just came out on X. Interesting because he's talking about our natural given rights, our property rights, and to own property in the state of Florida is becoming unaffordable for a lot of people. And it's because of this, what you kind of liken it to, the unrealized gains. I mean, these are essentially what some on the left were proponents of, is these unrealized gains. But I just want to play a quick clip here from the governor, and then we'll comment on it.
Every time I run into someone, it's like, oh, yeah, I'm a Florida resident now. Like, people, when did you buy, where are you at? And they'll be like, oh, I'm in Santa Rosa Beach. When did you buy the property? Oh, I bought it in 2018. I'm like, you've made a lot of money off that property since then, because the values have gone up. And while there's good for that, because people that own it have more equity and have more wealth, the reality is, if they're going to come tell you your house is worth twice as much than what you purchased it, and you got to pay higher taxes as a result, that's a negative of having.
I want to play that. I want to pause that there because, yes, it is. It's a negative in a sense where, where does it end? How far do you press this? And yes, we get a homestead exemption, $50,000 homestead exemption, things like that. And we've had State Representative Bernie Jacques on the show, and he was talking about some of the measures they're taking to, double that or, cap it at $1 million, things like that. But when you get significantly, appreciating property, especially waterfront homes, I've got several friends that are, really nice waterfront homes, and then they're appreciating. I mean, you're getting to a point where it's kind of like the Tea Party taxed enough already. It's like, come on, man. There's already a certain amount of schools. There's already a certain amount of fire, ambulance, police, paramedic. There's a certain amount of that. I get it. You got to pay for the local fees. But hey, we got to cap it somewhere. We got to share that somewhere else. That's got to be maybe a tourism tax. But anyways, he goes on. I'm going to play just a little bit more of this clip here.
Rising property values, and it's an unrealized gain. You sell your house, it's one thing on a transaction for someone to say to tax, like a sales tax, but to say you're just enjoying property and all of a sudden the value, so you have to pony up. We don't really do that in anything else. I mean, you buy a stock, you hold it, and then you're taxed when you sell it. The stock doubles, they don't just tax you as you hold it. So unrealized gains is not the way you want to run a tax system, but our property tax system basically relies on these unrealized gains. So
yeah, so that's interesting. I'm interested to see. So there's going to be a ballot measure coming up in 2026. So let's figure out a way to vote for that. Whatever it is, tax the tourists more, tourism taxes, raise taxes. Hey, how about this? All the rich billionaires that have sports teams, how about let's not pay for their stadiums anymore? How about that? Raymond James Stadium, the Dolphins Stadium, Jacksonville. There's a large percentage of public dollars going into these stadiums. It needs to be them paying for it. That's their business. They want to have a big stadium, let them do it. Those people that want to enjoy it, they can go and enjoy it. But I think property owners, landowners, we're taxed enough already. We're working too hard already, and we don't want to be taxed anymore like that. So thank God for Governor DeSantis and some of the other politicians that are revolutionizing government. And think about Doge. How long has it been since we said the word Doge? Cutting all the fraud. You can't tell me that there's fraud and there's waste and abuse in the national government, but there's not any local. There's not any happening locally. I know for a fact there is. I know there's a lot happening locally, and I've got some friends that are involved in that. So we could definitely expose some of that. But hey, let's get back to common sense. Let's don't tax our citizens to death. And that's my 2 cents. All right. Hey, another great show. We had Jennifer Lauda, Blue Moon Estate Sales, Andrew Kube, all things 100% financing U.S. commercial and business capital. And thank you for joining the show and supporting the program, supporting the Consumer Quarterback Show, all of our expert contributors. By the way, we're looking for a local business broker and a patent attorney an IP attorney to join the show. Thank you so much. Consumer Quarterback Show, consumerqb.com.
You've been listening to The Consumer Quarterback, Brandon Rimes. Whether it's real estate, consumer, or financial advice, let Brandon call your next play. Call Brandon Rimes at 813-917-1894. That's 813-917-1894. Online at consumerqb.com. And join us next time for the Consumer Quarterback Show.